Good morning and welcome to my Corbetts 16, 17 and 18. I'm still on the Isle of Arran and today I'm going to do the horseshoe walk. So I've just been dropped off at Glenrosa and I'm going to get picked up way around the coast. I'm going to walk Beinn, which is the transverse hill, Mhor, which is the big comb, and Cailsteal, Abhail, which is the castle of the fork. It's quite an impressive start to the day. Now I think I'm going to be walking along that ridge. The first top's up in the clouds. So the plan is to walk up Glenrosa, and eventually there's a burn meeting the valley, and we're going to hang a left and follow the burn up where the two burns meet. It's quite an imposing, very impressive start to the day. Look at that. Hopefully this cloud will lift and we'll get some views today, because there's an amazing ridge apparently. So we're at the bridge where crosses the burn which meets the other burn. So this is where we turn left and we're going to skirt straight up the side of the hill to try and get to the ridge line. It's a fabulous water course that we're following. There is a path and it's meandering up the side quite nicely. There we go, that's a better view. So we're making our way up to the shoulder, then we're going to follow the shoulder up to the ridge and follow the ridge round. It's very rugged into the clouds. Wow, isn't that imposing? It's looking awesome. So glad we've got a view today. Well, at the minute. There we go, we've just caught somebody up crossing the river, quite a steep little bank. A little gate to go through there, then we're going to head up the side up towards that shoulder and the ridge. You know, I do believe that goat fell over there just coming out of the clouds. Didn't see anything there yesterday. That was a shame. So we're getting there. You can't quite see the top, which is way away really. It's round the corner. Follow that ridge, or the underside of the ridge, and eventually you get to the top. Now isn't that fantastic? Wow. Let's hope the cloud lifts for us. So I'm just climbing up to the start of the ridge really. It's 792. I think the summit further along is 825. It's not another path, quite steep, very rocky. Just a quick look back where we came from. See how steep it is. We've followed that burn. That's Glenrosa down there. We're almost at the top, aren't we, Stan? So we're at 792. Showing the clouds just come in. We're just going to follow the ridge back down before we start climbing again up to the eventually up to the summit. So I'm at the Beinn between that first top at 792 and Tarsuinn, which is over there in the clouds up at 825. I've probably got about 100 metres of climbing, I'd say. The clouds are just lifting slightly. I think the top's just over there beyond this outcrop that you can see. So here we are at the top of Beinn. Got a radio enthusiast at the top. Stan's got a little friend. Wow. Hopefully we might get some views. In the very distance, just in the cloud, that's Mhor. That looks very sharp. I want to call it the comb. Yeah, definitely bonkers steep. A lot of scrambling coming off of there. Loads of fun. So we're at a fork in the path. Now I'm going to take the lower one and avoid climbing over the ridge with Stan. up there, which brings you out the other side of that lump. Apparently the scrambling's extremely difficult on that section, so I can avoid it using this path here. I'll just show you what we've come down. Now that was quite steep in it on its own, and that's nothing compared to what I'm avoiding. Yeah, that's what I've just bypassed by using the under footpath. I don't think that would have been sensible taking Stan over there, or me. So Mhor is up there, up in the clouds. That's where we're heading next. That's a pretty awesome sight. I can see a couple rock climbing that actually passed me earlier. Now they're behind me because they've gone over the top and I did the bypass. So it must be tough because they were flying. We're heading up here, which is rather steep. Yes, I have to say it is steep, but there is a good path stepped, making it easier to navigate. Wow, here we are, Mhor. Look at that sheer. It feels ever so exposed. This is awesome. Mhor. Just so you can see, there's ever such a mild scramble at the top. It's been a steep one, hasn't it, Stan? Nice and steep. That's what I've been looking for. So that's the way we came up, and that path over there is where I'm taking over to that Beinn over there before we start the last climb. Wow, look at that. Now that could be, without checking my map, the Witch's Step, which I'm going to avoid. Looking back up towards Mhor. Wow, this is a stunning day, absolutely stunning. So we're just dropping down to the Beinn down there, then we're going to follow the ridge around the edge right the way to the top. That's going to be the high point of the day. Look at there in the distance, Beinn Tarsuinn's just come into view. So we've dropped off of there, which remember was a scramble. We've circumnavigated that hill there, and we've been up Mhor, and now here we go, we're heading up Cailsteal, highest point of the day. So getting towards the top, probably another 30-40 metres of ascent, but it's been quite steady, this one, compared to the others. Much easier gradient this way around, although it's looking a little bit more rocky up here. So here we are at the top, Cailsteal. There's two tops on this one, can't decide which is higher. Anyway, been to both, so we've bagged it. So in an attempt to avoid the Witch's Step, I'm going to head down this ridge, which is kind of westerly, southwesterly. That's a better view of the ridge I intend to go down. Wow. So the plan is to skirt the ridge, drop down, and then I'm going to follow the edge of that forest, and then drop down to the roadside. You can see in the glen bottom there's a car park on that roadside, and that's where I'm hoping to get picked up. You can see almost right around the island, other than the Corbetts behind me are in the way. That fantastic, still in cloud up there. There you go, looking back up at Cailsteal. The profile of that ridge is awesome. Yeah, I definitely did well to swerve that one. I'm not sure Stan and I would have got down in one piece. What do you think, Stan? Hey. So the plan is to drop down into this glen bottom, cut across to that burn you can see over there, and follow that, looks like a bit of a Land Rover track, down to the car park where I should be getting a lift. Just need to find my way across this river. I'm sure I'll find one. Look, the stepping stones down there. Well, it's been a fabulous day. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Despite not getting views of the very, very tops, it's been awesome.